This is the AI News Flash for May 22nd, 1 a.m. UTC. First up, Google has officially announced its next-generation multimodal AI model, Gemini Omni. The model adopts a true omnimodal architecture that processes text, images, audio, video, code, and 3D spatial data in a single unified model with significantly enhanced real-time reasoning capabilities. Positioned as the successor to Gemini 3.1 Pro, it is designed for agentic AI workflows, robotics control, physical AI, and scientific discovery, becoming the strategic core of the entire Gemini family. This is seen as Google's decisive counter to OpenAI's GPT 5.4, Anthropic's Claude Mythos, and Meta AI, and a symbolic milestone in Google's AI dominance re-establishment strategy. Enterprise rollout begins via Gemini API, Vertex AI, and Google Cloud, with integration into Google's 2 billion-plus product user base set to accelerate a fundamental redrawing of the consumer AI market landscape. Next, according to an Axios exclusive, the Trump administration's AI executive order was unexpectedly pulled at the last minute. The originally planned comprehensive AI regulatory executive order was withdrawn just before signing due to a complex mix of industry lobbying, federal versus state regulatory power conflicts, over $125 million in AI industry, super PAC lobbying, and conservative internal divisions. Inside the White House, a deepening rift has emerged between AI policy advisor David Sachs advocating deregulation and the over 60 MAGA conservative letter signers demanding safety guarantees, leaving policy direction uncertain. With 38 states maintaining their own patchwork AI regulations, federal unified regulation remains difficult to achieve, and AI policy is virtually certain to be elevated to the top issue in the 2026 midterm elections. Meanwhile, California Governor Gavin Newsom signed an executive order the same day directing state agencies to prepare for AI job disruption, creating a symbolic moment as state-level action accelerates while federal action stalls. Third, California Governor Gavin Newsom has signed a landmark executive order directing state agencies to develop comprehensive measures to mitigate AI-driven job displacement following intensifying mass layoffs. Against the backdrop of structural job losses, including Block 4000, HSBC 20,000, Morgan Stanley 2,500, Meta up to 20% cuts, and cumulative U.S. tech industry AI-related layoffs exceeding 15,600, the order mandates a 90-day comprehensive framework covering retraining program expansion, unemployment insurance reform, AI transition support funds, and mandatory AI literacy education across UC and Cal State systems. A UC Davis professor praised the executive order as a pioneering example of proactive state-level labor market intervention, in sharp contrast to the Trump administration's AI regulatory withdrawal. This is the latest milestone in the wave of state-level AI regulation, joining California's AI transparency law, Colorado's AI regulation law, Connecticut's AI anti-discrimination law, New York's AI professional impersonation bill, and Pennsylvania's Youth AI Chatbot Protection Bill. Aligned with Goldman Sachs' forecast of 300 million workers globally impacted by AI automation, Deloitte's warning on AI skill gap labor market polarization, and IBM's tripling of new grad hiring with AI talent premium, this marks a historic phase of social safety net reconstruction and is expected to become a global model case for AI-era labor policy. Fourth, according to CNBC Breaking News, SoftBank Group shares have surged over 12% as institutional investor capital pours into AI-related investment themes. The comprehensive AI ecosystem dominance strategy, including over $100 billion OpenAI stake, $500 billion Stargate data center plan, ARM Holdings, NVIDIA strategic partnership, and the largest single SoftBank Ohio AI data center campus investment, is receiving decisive reevaluation from institutional investors. Founder Masayoshi Son's bold bets: the full-blown AI semiconductor supercycle following NVIDIA earnings. The continuation of the $725 billion 2026 CapEx boom from the 4 hyperscalers and large Oracle contracts are creating compound tailwinds. On the other hand, contrasting institutional caution voices have sharpened, including Norway's sovereign wealth fund, 35% loss risk warning, Michael Burry's $1.1 billion AI bubble put options, and Bridgewater's dangerous phase warning. as a symbolic stock leading the broader Asian AI boom alongside Kaspi's 44% all-time high gains, Taiwan's 22%, and Nikkei's 15% record highs. SoftBank cements its position as a core player in the global AI investment theme, sending a decisive signal. Last up, according to a detailed Bloomberg analysis following NVIDIA's blowout earnings, investors are expanding their gaze beyond TSMC to a new generation of AI boom winners. Entering the second phase of the AI semiconductor supercycle, institutional allocation is accelerating into peripheral beneficiary stocks including SK Hynix, Samsung Electronics, and Micron in HBM4 high-bandwidth memory, Corning, Lumentum, Coherent, Marvell and Credo Technology and Silicon Photonics Optical Interconnect, and Vertiv, Eaton, Fervo Energy, NextEra Energy, Dominion Energy, and Constellation Energy in AI data center power infrastructure. According to Mumu's flash report, the true significance of NVIDIA's earnings is being positioned as a decisive signal, heralding the historic turning point of AI infrastructure investment themes, expanding from GPUs to the entire full-stack AI ecosystem. Compound trends, including Micron HBM 2026 sold out, Samsung HBM4 world-first physical chip showcase, 3 silicon photonics companies in the S&P 500 quarterly rebalance, AI memory supercycle in full swing, and physical AI robotics, 2030 $100 billion market formation, are accelerating the structural multipolarization of AI investment themes. With the expanded reach of the 4 hyperscalers' $725 billion 2026 capex boom, the Halo Trade institutional allocation theme is taking hold, marking a 2026 critical investment theme turning point that symbolizes the decisive shift from NVIDIA's dominance to a multipolar AI semiconductor peripheral stock selection phase. That's all for this AI news flash.